despite the fact that there's not a consistent engage button here for the DN Freecs, the rel is going to be quite challenging to pilot here. Is always going to be having to deal with the Alistar to just push her away. That's why it's a strong counter pick. That's why it's so difficult to play rel into Alistar. Whoa, that's slow.
Yeah, there's Pulverize, as Dancing Grenade is all aiming really has. Follow up.
Hex Flash unlocked.
Exactly. Beryl very, very happy about that one, as aiming is going to reload, and that is DNF. Just shooting after him. There's the flash forward. Beryl going to be the target. Deadly Flourish doesn't do anything, and he's just knocked back and destroyed.
The kill does go over to life, and I think that's the one happy thing you could say if you are a Dplus fan about what just went down there. Over here.
Yeah, Dudu is going to get the first rotation over as Pyosik is in trouble. That's a solo kill as Lucid's looking for even more. Snip, snip goes the Gwen, and the flash out from Lucid. He was playing with him the whole time. Berserker by himself on the bottom side. Bit of a death squad being roamed around towards the bottom side of the map here by DNF, but that is going to result in these grubs going over no contest. And Pyosik does find aiming as he and Beryl make their way over, but that is another snare as Beryl decides he doesn't want to headbutt Pulverize his former teammate. They know that the Raptors are there for him to take next.
They have a control ward in the Dragon Pit. Like, you know, DNF can't know anything, and Dplus know everything.
Well, DNF know that the grubs aren't spawning for another 20 seconds. That's to do with vision and with a timer they have access to. So this is potentially a surprise. They didn't have any vision on what Lucid was doing. Legal. They've got support, experience advantage. It's just not something you can actually do. As well as the fact that Lucid is, what, 30 CS ahead? How is he? 20. Sorry, 20. I can't count.
It's that has a lot to do with the fact that Pyosik was hanging out in bottom lane, and Beryl didn't want to hang out with him.
Yeah, and now it's 5-0, 6-0, and he'll grab a crab as well. Lucid is, top side is concerned.
I feel like Pyosik has spent a majority of this game looking, like running around being like, there's nothing here for me to get or do.
Ooh, seismic shove going to come in. There's a Magnus Storm onto 3, which is working out pretty well, but special delivery of life towards Showmaker, and he's going to be the first one to go down. Spirit Rush going to do that, and that's the reset here for the Ahri. Even more mobility available, so they're not going to be able to kill him, and that is just a dead rel.
It's just so predictable the way that on an objective like this, they have Prio. This Ocean Dragon is looking like it is theirs for the taking. Lucid looking for a steal.
Yeah, does manage to move on over. It is Pyosik locking down the smite though, but there's the slow. Beryl, he's on a ward, but he's looking for a Pulv under 3, and he'll find it. In they go, and the circles are everywhere. Magnus Storm's decent, but not decent enough, and it's the Crescent Guard that's going to stop any of the extra damage. Shiryu taking matters into his own hands. Snip, snip, running with scissors is real dangerous. Is now Showmaker looking for Berserker, and he finds the charm. Public Execution is actually just going to be walked out of the way of, but the flash in from Dudu will complete the kill. So they get 1, but 1 for 4 ain't really great.
Yeah, 1-4-4 plus Herald plus mid turret. Anything else? No, I think that's the end of the infomercial. Call now. If in the next 5 minutes, we'll even throw in one Ambessa who's trying to catch a wave.
Okay, I don't think anyone's calling.
No.
Oh, that's good. I think they're too concerned about the situation. Shiryu is going to make use of the fact that there is a man disadvantage for Dplus on the top side to just take things down as Beryl is behind enemy lines.
Let me get over to this wall and get on my surfboard, and I'll see you guys in game 2, because this one looks like it is just over. I mean, it's not really, the gold lead isn't that massive, but and that's why things like this happen where this dragon just gets taken with no contest whatsoever, because DNF know there is no dream world scenario where they could ever walk up and try to stop that.
Yeah, control ward goes down as Beryl looks to grab a little bit of control, but you can see there's just a cheeky little ward here. And so they don't have any worries.
Leaning towards yes.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen Jace be relatively good, as Bulldog is instantly going to flash, as Beryl dealing with some rocks, but just holds onto the CC as best he can. He's standing in front of everyone, and there's the Pulverize finally, waiting for them to line up. As Life Magnus Storms, it looks cute, but it's a double kill for Lucid in the end. Pyosik, he's going to be happy that he got a wolf camp. Dplus are going to take a voracious Otacon.
You can't clear vision, you can't farm, you can't be anywhere away from your inner turret. I mean, the game is just unplayable, and Dplus just go, oh, we're on the top side, because guess what? The objective is top side Otacon. That's mine now as well.
Yeah, and they should be able to convert this into a Drake, or at least a heck of a lot of control.
Best you can get.
Yep. Well, this could be a red buff. We'll just have to see as Chains of Corruption go wide. Beryl now looking for an angle, and he's going to take that seismic shove as an engage, and he probably shouldn't because he's just going to get withdrawn. That is going to be a red buff going on over as Shiu looking to try and get out of there. The needlework is scary, but he's going to go home as well. Public Execution is going to get a flash out from aiming, and Dudu may have overextended, but does have the wall for backup. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly not how you're supposed to use the Otacon, because it's a lot of money going over to DNF. Unless Showmaker can find the angle, these health bars are getting lower and lower. Orbit Deception takes out the Talia, and Shiu looking to come back. Pioshik was there, buddy, but he's found a minion wave, and he'd prefer to take that.
And Dplus were like, surely they won't bring 5 people.
Oh god, Dudu might just be dead here as Shiu is just going to flash on top of him. That's going to be Lucid. Wind becomes lightning, becomes murder here on the bottom side of the map as Showmaker pushing in mid. And yeah, it looked like it was just DK running in one after the other to donate 200 gold. Well, I mean, it turned into like not really being a problem.
Was topside, so Showmaker is pushing. He did end up damaging this turret a lot. It is going to go down here ultimately anyways. But, like, that's the best DNF can hope for is go, oh, okay, Dplus is going to try to pressure us here on the bottom side around the red buff. That's the only farm that Pioshik can get. You consider that, or except when you consider they had to bring 5 people to do that, and they only got withdraws.
Well, there's the engage from Beryl as he's diving in amongst 4 people. Dudu has been discovered on the side, though, and Showmaker's there to lock him down. Speaking of which, curtains have been called as this Ahri is doing so much work. The Varus able to take down the Cal, though, to start this one off. However, there goes Pioshik. The Gwen starting to get completely out of control, and I say starting, continuing to get completely out of control as the gold lead heads to 10,000 and DK head towards the Baron.
If there's any takeaways from this game, I think there's probably 3. Don't let them have Gwen when you're going to pick the Ambessa as a response. That's all we can really learn. The rest of this game is just going to be DNF trying their best to find
Conga line moving forward. As Lucid looks for the wind becomes lightning as Showmaker goes golden. I don't know about this one as in goes life. Magnet Storm is going to be safe, but just the Ahri is there are the knockups. Oh my god, Pioshik is indeed Paperman in this game as Showmaker is dashing forward. He'll find a seismic shove, and honestly, feels like it kind of worked for Dplus as Bulldog has the curtains called, does manage to win the game of DDR in the end. But not the game of League of Legends.
Oh, wrong game.
Oh no, in fact, he is just going to die as he tries to wall his way back towards his friends. And the Nexus will explode. Dplus, a shellacking in game 1 here. That one was not even close.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.